Hey guys, welcome to the Prelims Focus News discussion of 29th of August 2017. So guys, before starting, let me tell you that if you at all want to hear it in Hindi or many different courses are also running in my YouTube channel, so you can come to my YouTube channel and watch it there, right? So alright, so let's start the very first news guys. It is about National Sports Talent Search Portal. It is an initiative of Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports guys. So this is kind of an online platform which will be providing fast, transparent and fair selection mechanism portal, right? Means earlier it was alleged in the sports sector that the selections of the candidates were not fair, right? There was huge nepotism in the selections of the sports candidates, right? And that was what the result. We were not able to earn more of Olympic medals, right? So since it will be a transparent portal, so from now onwards it is said that these nepotism kind of thing would not be happening anymore in this sports selection mechanism, right? So this is about this portal specifications, and few more of the aims of this portal is to improve the physical and mental health and foster the active citizen and social inclusion in the sports sector, and it will inculcate leadership skill, team spirit, and enable a person to develop a sense of equanimity during a win or loss, and it will help attract the best available sport talent in the country. These are all the specifications of this portal which is given. What are the benefits you can earn by this portal basically. So those kind of benefits are mentioned here. So it's kind of a bit of factual thing which you should remember. Next is about Genetic Engineering and Appraisal Committee. Let's see about this committee, but before that let's see that why was it this committee was in news. Because there is a conflict of interest being seen in the appointment of this in this GEAC, that is a Genetic Engineering Appraisal Committee. It is said that out of the 3 top positions, 2 top positions are held by the bureaucrat of Environment Ministry. That is why this has been came in news, that there is growing conflict of interest in the appointment of this committee members, right? So what is it? It is an apex body constituted under the Ministry of Environment and Forest rules under the Environment Protection Act 1986, and these are all few of the factual things which you should not remember that under which rule and which procedure. You just don't need to remember that much, because UPSC doesn't ask to the depth, they ask in horizon, right? So you should remember the horizontal things. And this committee is responsible for approval of proposals relating to the release of genetically engineered organisms and product into the environment. All right, so these are few of the specifications. Next is about Serious Fraud Investigation Office guys. So let's see why was it in news first. See, this was in news because this has been given the power to arrest. This can directly arrest the culprits of fraud, whoever there are, if they at all exist. So basically let's see what is this, then we will just get to know that whom this Serious Fraud Investigation Office can arrest. So basically it is an fraud investigation agency which is under the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, and it is involved into major fraud probes. It involves the cases which are concerning the major fraud probes, and it also coordinates the agencies like Income Tax and CBI who are directly included in these fraud probes, right? And it is more of the specifications are given, like it is a multidisciplinary organizations which is having experts from different sectors like financial sector, capital marketing, accountancy, blah 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 blah. Everything is written guys, so factual things are only written, so that's why. Okay, next is about Bharat Bill Payment System. Let's see about it guys. Why was it in news? Because Spice Digital Limited has received a license from RBI and it has been allowed to process its bill under the Bharat Bill Payment System. So what is it? That is only the important thing for us. It is basically an RBI conceptualized system. RBI means Reserve Bank of India's conceptualized system, which is being driven by National Payment Corporation of India. Now what is National Payment Corporation of India? We have discussed it many a times in our videos. I'm not going to discuss it again, right? So it is said that it is a one-stop payment platform for all kind of bill, whether it will be phone bill, whether it will be electricity bill or any kind of bill. You can directly payment it from this payment system, right? And it will provide an interoperable and accessible anytime anywhere bill payment services to the customers across the country with certain reliability and safety of transactions. So guys, you just have to remember these specifications because these are very important. The reason being, question framers can make any kind of question from this. They can either ask factual, and they can either, you know, make its application to other sectors. Now applications, how they will apply it to it, I'll tell you. See, one more specification first I'll read for it. The payments through BBPS, that is Bharat Bill Payment System, may be used making, you know, cash, transfer checks and electronic modes, right? So see, this is where they can frame question. I mean, I'm just guessing it out that, you know, they can take this point to frame the applicable applied questions, like say for example, like Mr. X is having a mode of you know, a payment in cash, checks and electronic modes, then which of the following will come under the Bharat Bill Payment System, or something like that. They can then ask. I mean, this is a totally factual thing. If you remember the fact point, then only you can apply it to any applicable questions. I mean, any applied questions, if it so ever comes, right? So the facts are very important, guys, very, very important. Because if you see the trend of UPSC, then they have started, you know, asking these factual questions nowadays. So you should keep yourself updated with all these things, right? All right, next is about hybrid annuity model, guys. Now let's see that why was it in news basically. See, my English is totally poor. I've time and again I've tell you. All right, so you should have to bear with it, right? All right, so NMCG awards contracts for 3 projects on hybrid annuity model. NMCG means National Mission for Clean Ganga has awarded contracts for 3 projects under this hybrid annuity model. It is a kind of basically a public-private partnership. And see, earlier also there were many kind of public partnership like build order transfer model, blah blah, and many kind of models were there, but those were somewhere or the other they failed. All right, they were not continuing because investors were not coming through those models. That's why government has devised a new model called hybrid annuity model, and that's why we are going to discuss about this. What is hybrid annuity model? This is kind of basically a public-private partnership in which government will contribute 40% of the project cost, and remaining 60% of the project cost will be you know, beared by that private player, that is a developer, right? And he might, you know, arrange it from anywhere, from either equity or loans, from wherever he want to, right? So major portion, I mean, the government will have a significant you know, share in this project, and the remaining payment means after the, you know, after the what we tell project gets over, the government will repayment that private institution in phase-wise manner, right? So that's why it is still that it is a very advantageous, you know, scheme for these private institutions, because it gives them enough liquidity for the developer or the private player whosoever is being involved in that project, and the financial risk is shared by the government also. That's why, I mean, they are kind of, you know, sure that, you know, government is backing us in this project. That's why they are, you know, very keen in investing in these kind of schemes, I mean these kind of models, right? All right, next is about Hastkala Sahyog Shivir, guys. It is a kind of camp which is organized by Ministry of Textiles. So let's see the context of it. Government to hold pan-India handloom and handicraft camps. See, handloom and handicraft sector is kind of sector which is somewhere seen, you know, fading sector in India. I mean, after the coming of power looms, you know, these handicraft and handloom sectors are not given that much respect because they are not earning much from it, right? Because these power looms are, you know, they are making multiple profits than what these handloom sectors can make, right? So to better, I mean, let's see more focus on it. It is an initiative which is dedicated to the centenary year of Pandit Deendayal Upadhyay. That is, Pandit Deendayal Upadhyay Garib Kalyan Varsh is being celebrated now, right? So that's why this camp has been organized to, you know, help this handicraft and handloom, you know, handloom sector people associated with it. And the following services will be provided to the weavers and artisans in these type of camps, like there will be institutions of credit facilities through Mudra scheme. Means up till now also there are many viewers who don't know about that what is this Mudra scheme. So they will be said about this, what this Mudra scheme is, and also they will be issued credit facilities with this. All right, and a few of the more few of the more specifications and events is being mentioned in here. You can see it, and so you can read it yourself also, guys. That like there will be issuance of yarn passbook, enrollment under IGNOU and NIOS courses, buyer seller meet and expose, blah blah blah, access to common service center facilities and etc. All right, so the next news is about Doklam issue, guys. See, the Doklam standoff, which has been continued between India and Chinese army, has finally been resolved. So this is basically a very good news. And from Indian side, though nothing authoritative statement has came, only a tweet has came that that has been withdrawn. I mean, the issue is resolved and both the armies has withdrawn. But from the Chinese side, the message has came that no, we have not withdrawn, only Indian side have withdrawn. But see, we will just we will just agree to the point what our government is making. All right, so that's why this was the news. And let's see more to it. The warning has for such standoffs have been issued by few of the army officials, because they have said that the robust border mechanism is not there between India and China. Still the extent of the line of actual control is totally that has not been fenced, right? So they are telling that some sort of robust mechanism, if it at all comes, then in future we can we can surpass these kind of standoff between the two armies. All right, so the news, I mean, I just wanted to let you the news, basically what the actual news is, right? So this was about it. And yeah, so guys, it was all about it. We'll meet in next class. Till then, bye bye, take care. And few of the Hindu news I have not taken, I agree to it, but I'll take it by tomorrow for sure. And don't think that I'll skip any of the news which are important news. I just try to cover up all the important news, so don't worry about it, right? All right, so guys, yeah, we'll meet in next class. Till then, bye bye, take care, and thank you for listening to me, guys. Thank you very much.